An overhead door serves a purpose, and it should be as beautiful as the rest of your home or building. For more than 30 years, Village Overhead Doors has been creating and installing beautiful garage doors for contractors and homeowners on the North and South Forks. They also install automatic garage door openers that open with the click of a remote, so there's no getting out of the car in bad weather. For a wide range of styles, from lifetime steel doors to custom-made wood doors, and for all your garage door needs, please call 765-4963 today and find out how your garage door can be a beautiful focal point of your home or building's exterior. Village Overhead Doors of Southold, 765-4963. Make the call and let them add beauty and value to your home or business.
Maximus Health and Fitness of Riverhead is 25,000 square feet of everything you need to create a new you. Maximus Health and Fitness, 130 East Main Street, has state-of-the-art exercise equipment, free weights, professional personal trainers, and private workout areas. They're next to the Suffolk Theater in the heart of historic downtown Riverhead. Use their child facilities, tanning stations, a hair salon, and smoothie bar with your membership at Maximus. Your membership also includes a full calendar of fitness classes like cross-training, weight training, boot camp, Zumba, spin, yoga, Pilates, and a lot more. Start a new, healthier lifestyle that you can stick with all year long. Join Maximus Health and Fitness, 130 East Main Street in Riverhead. Call 369-6293, 369-6293. Check their website at maximusriverhead.com or come on in to Maximus Fitness today. Maximus Health and Fitness, being healthy and getting in shape has never been easier.
Back on your freelance report, brought to you in part by Michael Evans, author of The Real Matrix, by Village Overhead Doors in Southold, and by Maximus Health and Fitness, 130 East Main Street in Riverhead.
So we're back.
There she is in the orange dress. Oh no, you zipped up the hoodie.
Well, because I forgot, it is kind of low cut, and I was just, I'm
kind of low cut.
I'm dressed for the beach. I don't know what you want.
Kind of low cut.
It's
Ladies
summer.
and gentlemen, let me explain to you how low cut this dress is.
No, please do not. All right, let's go straight to our guest, Ira Haspel.
Cute piercing in your navel.
I do not have a belly button piercing. I am not basic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. But anyway, so I asked Biodynamic Organic farmer Ira Haspel from the farm in Southold to come on because you are having a Dandelion Festival. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. This Sunday, April 24th, between 1 and 4 p.m. at our farm, which is called KK's Farm in Southold, and the address is 59945 Main Road.
And KK, obviously, Ira's late wife, KK, an incredible human being. And I'm so glad that you guys exist and out there in Southold. Tell me a little more about why you decided to have this Dandelion Festival.
The intention of the festival is to awaken people to the benefits of the dandelion, its many uses as food and medicine, in an effort to have people not eradicate them, specifically not poison them with any kind of chemicals. We want to decrease the amount of toxins going into our soil, our aquifer, rivers and estuaries. And as a positive way of doing that, we want to appreciate the dandelion for all its many, many benefits, including one of the early harbingers of spring. It's kind of a messenger from heaven. It's the first substantial bee food out in the spring.
Right.
And we also use it in our biodynamic farming as a preparation to help the compost. And so we're going to celebrate spring, celebrate the dandelion for its many positive aspects.
Because a plant is only a weed if it's unwanted.
That's correct.
So a rose can be a weed, or a dandelion can not be a weed. And you can make it into wine. You can do all sorts of things.
That's right. dandelion. I had a 30-year-old dandelion wine. I think it was the best wine I've ever tasted.
Wow.
So we're going to have a part education at the farm. We're going to have something for the kids to go around and find these plaques I've placed around the farm and answer questions. We're also going to have some fun. We're going to have some live music. There's going to be hooping and drumming. There's going to be face painting.
Wow.
There'll be some tastings. We've made some pesto, dandelion pesto. There'll be dandelion tea, dandelion coffee.
I'm pretty sure both Cheryl Jones and I will be there.
I'm definitely bringing my kids. That's very exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We want to celebrate. We want to have a good time. But we also want to get the message that basically stop putting the toxins out on the lawns, on the fields, on the farms, and try to help the environment.
I mean, they're pretty. And they're pretty, and it's fun. If you didn't have dandelions, you wouldn't have wishes. Let's talk about that for a second.
Well, that's a great one. The dandelion sends up its seed head, and they can go for miles on the wind. It's just the seeds are just amazing. Also, the ladies, a lot of the ladies are going to be dressing up in costume. We're going to have for the kids, we're going to have someone making dandelion crowns. It's just going to be a good time here.
Is this the first time you're going to be doing this?
This is the first annual Dandelion Festival, yes.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Yep.
So what hours is it?
1 to 4 p.m. on Sunday.
Okay.
This coming Sunday, April 24th, at the farm.
Oh my god, I'm psyched. I'm going to be there.
I'm putting it in my phone as we speak.
Yes.
As we speak.
So the farm, and what's the address?
It's 59945 Main Road in Southold. We're 1 mile east of the stoplight on Main Road in Southold.
So Ira, talk a little bit more about biodynamic farming. For those who don't know what it is, it's misunderstood, and
Okay.
Yeah.
Biodynamic farming biodynamics is basically a way of fertilizing the earth without using any harmful chemicals, even more so than organic farming. It's a way of continually farming the same land for centuries without any harm. It's the least harmful for the environment. It produces the most nutrition in food and therefore the best tasting food. There are a number of components, one of which is a calendar that we work by, and every hour of every day it denotes what plants it's best to work with. Some days are better to work on root plants, other days on leaf plants, fruit, seed, etc. And if you work on the proper days, you get the maximum vitality from the plant. And that means the most nutrition and the best taste.
why is that? What does it go?
Well, we're basically talking about cosmic forces, which are the moon, the sun, the planets.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of ancient wisdom involved in this, and also Rudolf Steiner in 1924 gave 8 lectures which outlined the best biodynamic practices. So there's some times when there might be an eclipse, and the plants are not getting the full amount of sunlight. That's just a simple example. But the moon moves all of the water of the entire earth all the time. It's a very powerful force. It's mostly water. We're mostly water. So it is just recognizing that we have these cosmic forces. Some of them are more from the planets, but the calendar takes this into account. It's been proven over many years of planting, and there are times on the calendar when you should not plant. They're called blackout times. You're going to have low germination, or you're going to have misformed plants.
What are some of those times?
I'm sorry?
What are some of those times when you shouldn't plant?
Well, by the calendar, you might have between a root time and a leaf time. There might be a trine in the planetary system where the cosmic forces are too strong. A simple example is like the moon. Ancient people would know you never cut a tree down when it's a full moon because it draws up a lot of sap, and the wood's not going to be good for firewood. It's going to be too wet, And if you want to cut it into boards, it's going to warp because it's too wet. I mean, these are just
My
simple
mouth is like a
things
cake right
that
now.
we've forgotten, but the calendar takes them into account.
I would like that just because, it would be like, oh, can't plant today because I need to,
Yeah, that's right.
just hang out for a little bit. And
There are actually cities in Europe that go by this calendar, and they actually know when it's a blackout time, and they actually increase the police force because they know there's going to be more accidents during blackout times.
interesting.
People driving around, not paying attention, distracted by
That is the best.
the cosmic forces.
I love this. So, and Ira, I had such a great time when I interviewed Paula DiDonato last February for the Giving Room's anniversary, because she was talking to me about how much you and KK taught her about juicing and about, the importance of fresh organic produce and juicing basically right from the ground. Why is that so important? Why is it so important?
Well, when you have something being trucked across the country in a refrigerated container, and it's losing all its nutritive value, and when you get something fresh cut, it has the maximum amount of nutrition and taste as well. So that's one of the key things, and they've done studies where it's shown that biodynamic produce is actually 15 to 20% more nutritive than even organic produce.
Why do you think that is?
Every time we make a bed, and I do all my farming in raised beds, we revitalize the soil. We put a good layer of compost. I make a lot of compost.
Right.
And what we're doing is restoring all the trace minerals into the soil. And that's what you taste. You taste these trace minerals and elements in the soil that give you the nutrition.
Compost is so important when it comes to biodynamic.
So we're restoring it, and it's alive. It's not dead. In so-called conventional farming, they put out these pesticides and chemicals. It kills everything in the soil, and the soil is only holding the roots, and then they putting out petrochemical fertilizer to sustain the plant, and that's not a full. So you can taste the difference between a organic or biodynamic tomato in the summer as opposed to kind of a cardboard tasting supermarket tomato.
I'm gonna have to do a tasting. That's all I know. I know how important compost is because when I first moved out here, Joe McCary loves biodynamics, and he definitely takes composting to another level. He's got some of the most impressive compost heap I've ever seen. Did you teach him biodynamics?
Well, KK did, and also Barbara Shin. KK went to Barbara's and helped them when they were beginning their biodynamic adventure on the vineyard at Shin, and also with Joe McCary.
Right.
Actually, Joe got a lot of his biodynamic information from Steve Storch, who is a biodynamic practitioner on the South Fork. So we really believe that this is the best way. Biodynamics is much more common in Europe. It's more common on the West Coast in Oregon and so forth. Most of the wines in the south of France are produced biodynamically. So you don't get that taste of the chemicals in the wine.
Thank you so much.
Really
Thank you so much for coming on the program, Ira.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Saturday at 10, they're going to be doing the rain gardens down by the Peconic waterfront, and then Sunday between 1 and 4, the first annual Dandelion Festival in Southold. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on the program.